I'm Raymond Muhammad here with Sister Claudette Marie Muhammad, the author of Memories, which the foreword was written by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And Sister Claudette, what can readers expect to find when they begin to read your book, Memories?
Well, first and foremost, please allow me to greet each and every one who's listening and viewing this in the Arabic words of peace, Assalamu alaikum. Not only did the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan wrote the foreword, but the reviews were also written by Dr. Maya Angelou, who recently hosted me in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Dr. Kathy Hughes, Dr. Dorothy Height, who hosted me at the national headquarters of the Negro Council of Negro Women in Washington, D.C., and Reverend Jesse Jackson Sr., who will soon host me at Operation Push in Chicago. Now, in answer to your question, my book chronicles 68 of my 70 years God has blessed me to be on this earth. And it's about ups and downs, joys and sorrows, and the accomplishments that God has blessed me to accomplish. And my book, I've had book signings in Detroit, Michigan, where I was introduced by Congressman John Conyers. The mayor gave me a proclamation in Detroit.
Wonderful.
In Houston, Texas, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee gave me a certificate of appreciation. I met with the mayor there. And in all the cities that I've been in, I've just gotten very, very, very wonderful reviews, and I've been received beautifully. And so many people have come up to me with tears in their eyes, both men and women, saying that my book is greater than an inspiration. And it's helped me because when things have happened, like things have happened to me, child molestation, rape, child out of wedlock, things like that, oftentimes people turn to other things other than turn to God. So my book, I feel, has been a terrific, terrific help to so many people. And then it's just been a joy for people to read my story and to see the things that I have done and the places that I've traveled, the people that I've met. And in my book, it also chronicles 5 generations, I think, on my mother's side, and 6 generations on my mother's side and 5 generations on my father's side. And then I list all the 54 or 55 countries that I visited.
Wow.
And toured throughout the world. Yes, sir.
Wow. Well, as you can see, Sister Claudette Marie Muhammad has experienced a lot in her lifetime, and I can bear witness from just reading the book myself, just starting to read it. It's an easy read book. You would not want to put it down. Excellent. It was well written. And if you could say just one thing to a person that's going to read your book or has read your book, what would you say?
God is love. No, and I also want to acknowledge Dr. Margaret Burroughs, who is the founder of the Disablement Museum. She was the senior editor of my book. And Sister Claudette Muhammad, who worked for me at the time, assisted with the editing of the book and did a very good job.
Wonderful.
But really and truly, what people walk away from is just, I have so many letters. I have a whole notebook of letters that people have written, and they just say they feel so refreshed. They feel renewed.
Wonderful.
And many people cried with me in my book, laughed with me, and it's just a great, great book. And now my hopes is to get on the Oprah Winfrey show.
Wow. And I truly hope that God will bless you in that endeavor.
Yes. Now next week after next, I will be at the Charles H. Wright Museum in Detroit, Michigan.
Right. Wonderful. Well, all I can say about working with Sister Claudette Marie Muhammad, I've learned a lot as a young person, and it means a lot to me to see a sister who's experienced so much. And pretty much what I can say is from the younger generation that we have a lot to learn from our elder generation who suffered, who experienced many things that we benefit from today, such as the civil rights movement, such as working with leaders such as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Malcolm X, and now the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. I mean, there's a lot to tell, and there's definitely a generation gap, the legacy that we don't have from experiences from persons such as yourself. What would you say to young people that really don't know much about the legacy that and the times that you've lived in, and what they benefit from today?
Well, I think in my book also it's a teaching tool, because it says a lot about my early days on Capitol Hill, and also the Kerner Commission, which most young people don't even know anything about the Kerner Commission, but that was a commission that was appointed by the former late President Johnson to study the riots that took place back in the 60s. And so I talk about that because I was appointed on that commission as a special assistant to the commissioners. And young people will learn a lot from that, and also they will learn to take advantage and take the opportunity to travel. Because when you travel, it gives you a whole different dimension of your life, because you learn about other people from other cultures, and especially traveling to Africa, in countries where people are so, many people are downtrodden. A lot of people living good too, though, but when you see that, then you can really understand how blessed we are ourselves. And I think the young people can appreciate that. Now, I've reached out to Brother Russell Simmons, who's going to take my book and see how he can help me with the hip-hop generation.
Wow.
So that was a blessing in itself. And I take this opportunity to really thank Minister Farrakhan, because he is the inspiration behind the book. He's the one that inspired me to write memoirs.
And wonderful memories it is, and memories that they are. And Sister Claudette, just one more question. And I couldn't actually believe that you were actually a model at one point.
Oh yeah, Centerfold and Jet magazine. Of course, I didn't put that in the book. I put the cover when I was on the cover, and I put some of the ads when I was in Ebony magazine. That's in the book. But yes, I modeled with Ebony Fashion Fair, which was really a really wonderful experience. That was back in 1963, 64. I was a Ebony Fashion Fair model, and it gave most of the models, we just gave us very self-esteem. And as the late Mr. Johnson, who is the founder and publisher of Johnson's publication, he wanted to show the beauty of the black woman, and the beauty was indeed shown, because all the models, both men and women, were indeed beautiful.
I mean, you're just so unassuming. I would have never pictured you being a model. I couldn't see it. But you know, reading the book Memories and then seeing the covers on Jet, and you know, I mean, I could believe it now. But looking at you, and from what I know of you, working with you all these years, I would have never pictured you for being a model.
Right, because a lot of persons think modeling is necessarily a negative thing. It's not negative. Of course, it's how we handle ourselves and what we model. But the Ebony Fashion Fair shows the beauty of the black woman, and it shows the styles at that time, just like right now, the styles, and a lot of the designers, black designers that they use in the Ebony Fashion Fair.
Wow.
And it's still going on today. Every year they have that.
That's true. I see it every year in Ebony. And well, that's all the questions that I have, and I want everyone, please stay tuned. We're going to do a live webcast, and we're actually going to get a chance to poll the audience, viewing audience, and take questions for the author of the book Memories. Here, Sister Claudette Marie Muhammad. I just want to thank you for taking the time to do this short interview with me, and you know, I look forward to continuing to read the book and to pass on the message of memories.
Well, thank you, and I'd like for everyone to please visit me on my website, Claudette's, that's CLAUDETTES, Claudette'sMemories.com, and sign my guest book.
All right.
Thank you. God
Thank
bless
you.
you.
God bless.